Baby girl, you know that this is the Maserati. Baby girl, you know that this is the Maserati. Like getting hard, that's the reason you call on God. I am the reason that you'll be calling off from that little stupid thing that you call a job. Baby girl, you know that this is the Maserati. Yeah. Alright now. Baby girl, you know that this is the Maserati. Yeah. That's right. Baby girl, you know that this is the Maserati. You got a hard head because of your body soft. Any disagreements, I had to call it off. Wishing on a star like this was a Mazel tov. Baby, now you know that this is the Maserati. Yeah. Solo flights. The red and the blue pill just might be some Adderall. Gave me so sick and I don't need a Tylenol. Don't need your 2 cents, I ain't even asking y'all. Even if you give it, I am not mad at y'all. In this demonic world, it's raining cats and dogs, lions and tigers and bears and the rats and frogs. Yeah. Just gotta access you motherfuckers mad or not. Cause y'all motherfuckers is living in Babylon, where everyone and their grandma gon' have a god. Everyone relationship getting sabotaged. Just that like music, I got a big catalog showing everything humanity getting wrong. Yeah. We were just going in spirals and circles. I just think I had my eye on a Virgo. Trust me, my lady, like I wouldn't hurt you. I wanna merge you, what we created, the sky be purple. I ain't Harry Potter, but let me go get my magic wand. Baby girl, you know that this is the Maserati. Baby girl, you know that this is the Maserati. Like getting hard, that's the reason you call on God. I am the reason that you'll be calling off from that little stupid thing that you call a job. Baby girl, you know that this is the Maserati. Yeah. That's right. Baby girl, you know that this is the Maserati. Yeah. You know. Baby girl, you know that this is the Maserati. You got a hard head because of your body soft. Any disagreements, I had to call it off. Wishing on a star like this was a Mazel tov. Baby, now you know that this is the Maserati. Yeah. YOLO. It wasn't afterlife seeing shit after all. When you pass away, that's when your soul is passing off. I need a bitch, I don't need me a nagging broad. Need someone with me, I don't gotta act at all. Sappy or sexual, weak on a shadow box. Your little dreams always make me a magic guy, yeah. All your desires is built off your habits, dog.
For real.
Don't give a fuck about you or your little ratchet bro. Smoking on cabbage, back to back, dragon balls. Go to a whole nother world like an avatar. Girl, I'm a fertile, your eggs like this caviar. I'm the best singer and I'm the best rapper, y'all. I'm the best rapper, don't sound like he rap at all. Baby girl, you know that this is the Maserati. Baby girl, you know that this is the Maserati. Like getting hard, that's the reason you call on God. I am the reason that you'll be calling off from that little stupid thing that you call a job. Baby girl, you know that this is the Maserati. Yeah. Baby girl, you know that this is the Maserati. Baby girl, you know that this is the Maserati. You got a hard head because of your body soft. Any disagreements, I had to call it off. Wishing on a star like this was a Mazel tov. Baby, now you know that this is the Maserati. Yeah.
That's right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we are 180 degrees, but really like a few minutes after of opposition between the sun and the moon. That's the full moon, baby. I wanted to make sure we do this now because this is it. First of all, I am ashy. Second of all, I have a lot to channel. I was not even going to channel this. I was caught in a transmission and frequency before I even came here. I'm full on out crazy Gemini mode. Had to smoke one real quick, just to get a little bit buzzed. I didn't have to, but please be welcome to opening up to new concepts. The new concept being we're going to do a pick a card reading. Did I even plan to do a pick a card reading? Nope. This is an emergency pick a card reading. So we're going to do that later. This is a special superpower harvest. There's no ritual we're going to do. The ritual is you just feeling your energy signature. So there's 70 plus people. The exponential effect of all of our intent, right? We're going to do an intention exercise is going to be similar to pouring kerosene or lighter fluid because of this Cancer moon and then flicking the Bic. That Bic is going to be the cumulative parabolic effect of all of our intention coming together. And so just by you being here, any intentions that you're thinking and feeling, you're going to walk away from this. So right now, if you're here right now, your subconscious tricked you. I don't know who you're rocking with, but your subconscious tricked you. we're all going through many state changes and shifts. So you're going to see a different part of the peace dealer kind of come through before this vessel is aware of it. So I don't know who tricked you. I don't know who's a part of your spirit team or your subconscious team. But if you're here, you're getting ready to blast off. You're literally in a portal right now. You're in a bubble. I'm even going to break it down with the astrology. I have Jupiter and Chiron in my natal chart, 15 degrees Cancer. So there's an evolution and expansive effect just by you focusing on me. Like you'll literally feel it if you shut off your mind. If you're feeling this expansive effect, it's because the 200 plus people you're watching with this here are all like A class or like S class or like super fucking powerful. So on top of focusing on me, you are vibrationally in a portal. Your brain is processing the third dimensional mechanics around the senses that your Taurus energy, natural energy takes in, but you have a spirit. Your spirit with your body houses your soul, which is your body. And so the unique vibration that your spirit is expressing, the voltage to your soul wavelength and current, only serve the best, okay, has tricked you because you're here. The reason why I say it's a trick is, in effect, your subconscious is being impressed on right now, and you are in a portal. So your brain is processing the 3D around you, but vibrationally, we're breaking down vibrational mechanics, metaphysical pertaining to beyond this physical experience, vibration pertaining to your vibe, mechanics pertaining to the physics of the psychic shit. Okay. You're in a portal right now. And so if you don't believe me, I want you to actually see, but see, Michelle not telling you she a Pisces moon. So we literally have legends in the chat. We literally have legends in the chat. Pisces moon can just show up anywhere. And now the place is 50 times more magical because their soul is connected beyond this dimension. And it's like, but other than that, okay, you're in a portal right now. And I'm anchoring with your focus to me this portal vibrationally. And if we bring into some quantum mechanics, the multidimensionality of all the possibilities that can happen in this one experience alone is tying you together to everyone else who is focusing on me. That in and of itself is a superpower. Just you focusing on me right now. Let's get it. Let's get it. Shout out to the Aries in the chat. Shout out to the fire signs in the chat. So I have to actually break down what's happening because some of you are watching this new. Let me just break down the vibrational mechanics in the chat. If you have, and we're just going to do this with the fire sign. We're just going to do it with the sun sign. This is more based on your moon sign, soul mechanics. But if you have a fire sun sign, please let us know if you're an Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius. If you have a water sun sign, please let us know if you're repping the water element, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. If you have an earth sun sign, please let us know if you have Taurus, Virgo, or Cap. And if you have an air sun sign, please let us know if you have the spirit of Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. That already covers the 4 elements. So if we're just talking about, you're not just watching me, and this is a ceremony. So if you're saying we have at least 12 of each sun sign, that is like a megazord. The universe just speaks in frequency and intent. So now you have one of each zodiac sign focusing on me. The collective energy that produces itself with all 12 of those people being one in intent makes up for, if it was just your Taurus sun, okay, then you would have to make up for not having any other sun sign, which is why there's the time lag. You're in a portal. There's no time lag here, baby. Everything that you're feeling is happening now. And once I end this broadcast, the portal is going to disperse and you're going to be back in 3D. And it's going to be like you walked out a portal. So the reason why I'm explaining that is there's 247 plus people. That means we have more than just one set of 12 sun signs. Now we have 12 moon signs, 12 Venus signs, 12 Mars signs. This creates a parabolic effect. So if you're walking and coming into this, the water signs have already washed your vibration. You're going to feel a little bit less ticked off. if that makes sense. Unless you came in bringing positive vibes, we're glad to have you. This is your conductor and host, the Peace Dealer. I gave a little bit of my vibrational dynamics. My son's in Gemini. So, with the Geminis in the chat, I'm kind of harnessing this 8-degree Mars, and I have Jupiter on this moon, but then I also have all this cap power. So, with my Taurus rising, I have Venus right on Uranus. You want to see me as like a figurehead that you manifested in order to, if you look at me like a magic wand, you're intending, and I'm taking in all your intentions, and then the exponential effect of all of us being of one mind, boom. And the example of us being in one mind, you can make as many wishes and intents as you want, because you're doing it right now, by the way. This, you're never not spellcrafting. So the whole notion of like spellcrafting being of the devil or evil, you're never not doing this. People just lied to you about what things are. Your thoughts create reality. So you are always spellcrafting because your mind is your magic wand. So what thoughts are you thinking right now? I invite you to take every thought you're thinking and focus on the intention you made 2 weeks ago, because you're harvesting it. So I'm going to break down the next 2 weeks of this cycle and why it's the most incredibly powerful full moon cycle that we're starting the year off with. The only other powerful full moon on this level is going to be the full moon in Capricorn. It's going to be nuts. We're probably going to be in war by then. But other than that, and it's probably going to be exhilarating. But other than that, if you think of us representing this body of God right now, I mean, we just broke down the stats. The fact that we have one of each zodiac sign should give you chills. This is literally the closest thing to a magic genie. And so if you walk out of this portal, like this is literally an ascension portal. Everything that you're intending is here. Okay. The kingdom of heaven is within you, but we are all potlucking our fucking energy so that we can take advantage. Like this. That's why I love these ceremonies. This is lit. And let me tell you something. Cancer is the juice. Cancer is the juice. Scorpio is the sauce. And we got the Neptune Pisces cream. Okay, so like you're feeling the juice. You're feeling the juice. The thing is, you probably got tricked by your unconscious, because the fact that you're here means you're not walking out the same. There's a tower-like moment that's going to be triggered with my Gemini energy. And so the reason why you need to be careful is you're literally going to walk out of here harvesting your superpowers. It's just, okay, first of all, you see how Uranus is sextiling the moon? Because you're here right now and Jupiter is expanding this, my Jupiter that I have, and any other people born 1990 or in the 70s who have Jupiter in Cancer, because I know it's not just me. The montage, okay, your sensitivity to energy, and the incremental step-by-step process that your brain needs to facilitate an innovative Uranus and Taurus change in how you link your psychic ability with your physical ability, your water with your earth. You're not going to have that. Mars and Gemini is just going to have you. You're just going to remember some shit you're doing for the first time. Okay. The reason why y'all really be approaching Aries women, like, don't you know? Oh, if you thought about sex like elements, bro, it's crazy. Like that's what I'm about to say. You can have sex with the wrong Aries woman and your energy will short circuit. It'll just like boom. And I mean, I know that sounds really dumb, but like, trust me, it is what it is. It's different now. People are dying of suddenly now. You feel me? So like, we're in a totally different era. I'm trying to explain vibrational mechanics to why you're going to go from regular, normal human life to everyone has superpowers, blah, 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 blah. That's an illusion. It's not that everyone has superpowers. That sextile right here is what's hyper accelerating your receptivity to your psychic interconnectivity with the body. It's more so that you have been psychic since the day you were born. You're just coming into more of a rapid understanding and accelerated understanding of this uncomfortably. You see this opposition and square? This is going to be uncomfortable as fuck because it's only going to be comfortable if you're already crazy as shit. So like if you're already crazy, talking to yourself already, having these calculations, this is going to feel so good. This is going to feel so good. It's going to feel really uncomfortable if you're like normal. Like, I'm sorry, I don't know what to say. Like, if you're normal as fuck, this is going to feel so uncomfortable because, like, it's just breaking you through your 3D mind. Even the words that I say this are super misleading because I'm speaking an English language with so much vernacular enchantment. You can only take like half of what I'm saying serious, but I'm going to do my best. I'm speaking to you more energetically. I know that's so stupid. Then with my words. So just people are feeling. The first thing I have to say is, okay, right now, the reason why I waited for the 16-degree opposition, which is 7 numerology, Mercury retrograde is the Kazemi that's going to function your brain's ability to like a touchpad screen upon reality, interface and use your superpowers. Okay. Some of you have been aware of the dark side evil agents who wish to impress negativity on your subconscious because you've been awakening to the fact that whatever you tell your moon sign, whatever you tell your soul, it's going to listen to you faithfully. If you create your reality, your moon will faithfully come through. And so you have certain dark wizards who try and bypass your critical mind to impress negativity, but not just negativity, psychological manipulative dynamics so that you trick your subconscious into giving your power away. You know exactly what I'm talking about because you started to align with yourself. And with aligning with your power, you took your power back. And these motherfuckers came really quick, all threatened because they don't really have any real power of their own. They depend on you to give your power away. And well, when you don't, and you add more price on it, they start to get finicky. They start to put on that mask. And you're now at the final boss battle. I'm going to break down the final boss battle that's going to have you not only directly confront these idiots and eat their lunch food, but completely reverse dynamics that you have been feeling your entire life and embracing. They're scattering like losers. They're really scattering just because you decided to align with your own power or magic or energy. So, congratulations. The fact that you're here, this is a special harvest. What makes this harvest special, unlike other harvests, is that this T square to Chiron and Jupiter, and then, of course, Pluto of awakening and Mercury of brain processing, is the only unique harvest that directly not only activates the utilization of superpowers, but it also, with Mars getting ready to go direct, has you integrate this mastery into how you use these superpowers with real 3D social dynamics. It's like, oh, well, I can shoot web slingers, so I don't have to drive. I can still drive, but I can also fly. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you know how to fly with that, like, this is you after personalizing this one thing. But the reason why it feels exhilarating with the Uranus sextile is because it's literally you using superpowers to innovate your reality. You're coming into more real results and reality. So I have to say it like this because they should feel like anime powers. Now, this is the nature of this is going to be through states of consciousness and modes. You're experimenting with states, but now that you're in this full moon in Cancer, you are feeling the completion of your energy signature. So 2 weeks ago, when the new moon was in Capricorn, you sowed the seeds to activate through the moon in Pisces your own superpowers. You didn't know what they looked like. Just like when you plant seeds, you don't know how the plant's going to grow. Versus now that they've harvested, now you're reaping everything you sowed. That means 2 weeks ago, you made actions to carve through your personal sense of integrity. You reacted to certain situations in your own unique way that other people reacted to that same situation. And based on what you did, not what you think you did, based on what you did, that carved your level of integrity. You are now reaping that. The focus and the work that you did towards your intentions is coming through. That Uranus conjunct is telling you. Let me make sure I'm clear about that. You had the free will, choice, and decision for the past 2 weeks to believe in that intention you made 2 weeks ago. You, when the moon was in Pisces, you could have believed in those dreams. You could have seen the opposite in your 3D, and you're like, I'm in between two worlds, but I believe it. I know I feel kind of delusional, but I believe this. 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 Then the moon came into Taurus and started to get realer. You could have chosen to doubt and be like, no, this isn't exactly how I want it. You're like, it's all good. This is all going towards this. This is all going towards this. This is what you want to do from new moon to full moon, by the way. It's just this was tailor-made towards the cardinal active function of God level power, where by the time the moon was in Gemini, you were integrating this all and making literal miracles. Don't act like the synchronicities and the synchronization of the past week alone didn't shit on everything that you went through all of 2022. Let's talk that, but that could be a whole conversation. Cool. Now you're harvesting it. Now you're harvesting literally all of it. So you weren't even using your superpowers. They were using you. Now you're getting ready to use this. We are just harvesting this. The harvest starts from the full moon. Then we're going to have the moon in Leo. Moon in Leo is 8th house of transformation. This is where you're activating a transformation state so that you can harness a greater level of this. So when we talk about states and modes, because the moon in Virgo is going to be the final part of this harvest in the sign of harvest, 9th house to Capricorn, which is going to give you more real understanding of your powers. Forget about what people say, because Capricorn is all about actions. Certain people are going to say, you're going to have certain alphas, because anyone who says they're an alpha is not an alpha. Like, you will never see me on the internet saying I'm alpha. I'm not a fucking idiot, and I'm not a fucking clown. But your beta is going to be spanking other people's alphas, because there are levels to this shit, and not everyone is at the same level. So if you get so caught up on how shit looks, it's not going to matter. You can be on some beta shit and completely out alpha other alphas, because people are at different levels. So don't get caught up on that petty shit. Get caught up in your integrity. What is Cancer is sincerity and Capricorn is integrity. You are feeling the energy signature now of this God level power that's unique to you, because now that you've mastered the state, this is the anchored emotion that you just tap into, and it activates everything. Don't worry, you're being intricately led through this process, especially as the moon goes through Lilith, and you about to get horny as whoop. The moon, as over the next 12 hours, will trine Neptune, and you're going to be guided by the highest divine essence of yourself through your imagination to come into a very powerful change unconsciously based on how much more powerfully you feel this power coming through. The reason why this is very important, and the reason why you need integrity and values with this, is because you are unlocking a level of superpower utilization that will now completely trump the moral compass you had before. Because when you were driving on the road, you had a more limited moral compass versus when you now open the ability to remote view and fly. Now, what integrity do you have? Because you don't need to stamp your passport and you can read anybody's mind. Now, if you don't have integrity, you're going to be looking at people when they're taking a shower. You're going to be reading people's minds. Like, this is the period of darkness before Uranus is in Gemini and Saturn is in Aries to enforce rules for superpowers. That's what Pluto and Aqua is. When the telepathic grid is set in place, then we can at least expose your ass for being a weird ass reading other people's minds. Scorpios, you don't give a fuck. Scorpio is the one sign that doesn't give a fuck. Like, they'll read your mind and let you know they're reading your mind. They'll give you a look too, like, ew, how are you thinking about that? Whole time it's like, bitch, you just invaded my private space. Scorpio don't care. Scorpio give you a look like, ew. How could you even think about what is wrong with you? Whole time you're reading my mind like, bitch, like, excuse me, like, bitch, like, mind your fucking business. But they'll judge you though. They'll judge you though. Like you didn't mind, like you minding my business. Only Scorpio can do that. I think you think some cold motherfuckers, man. You gotta give them that. Scorpio get a pass. Scorpio get a pass because they'll walk over too and they'll start giving you therapy. And be like, look, you nasty motherfucker, you need this. And it's like, I didn't ask you, but thank you. I didn't even ask you, but thank you. Only Scorpio can do that. That's some crazy shit. That's some crazy shit. You have to understand, no one else can do that. Even Virgo can. Virgo would just give you the side eye and just be like, bitch, I'm kind, but they don't pay me for that. Thank you. Like, Scorpio, y'all different. I swear to God, y'all different. Y'all different. It is what it is. Other than that, you know, this is a full-on integration of your psychic body and your physical body. So there's this weird time lag. I want you to comment an exclamation mark if there's this weird time lag between like this more supernatural part of yourself that's invisible and then the physical part of yourself. Like that human design chart makes so much sense now. But like you have an invisible self, and not everyone's the same, right? But like just for the purposes of analogy, you have this invisible self and then you have this physical self. And some of you might have been feeling this frustrating time lag between what you pick up with the invisible self. Some of you, you're too physical. Others of you, maybe you're too invisible and you're not physical enough. Well, welcome to the full moon. This perfect 180-degree opposition. And I'm telling you, the key here is Chiron. But the real key here is Mercury, the retrograde to Mercury. What if you didn't have that time lag anymore? How would that feel? How would it feel if you no longer have the time lag, but you were wholly both invisible moon and physical sun? You feel me? This is it. I literally just gave you the formula. You're going to feel that in a way you've never felt it before, because now there's no more time lag. The way you would want things is totally different. And now you're going to recognize how you got in your own way. Mercury retrograding, right? I need to make sure we're clear because the moon is about to go 17 degrees opposite Mercury, and you're going to literally feel your brain become limitless. You're going to be feeling from now until the moon in Virgo the perfected mastery of taking a state of consciousness that can allow you to connect with other things. So this is going to make sense if you've been trying to do this power, you've been trying to do that power, but when you try and do this power, it takes you away from this, or you're trying to do this power. And now it's like, no, you enter this one state and you can do all these powers. Every one of you has different states. Some of you have more Sagittarius ascended states, some through the Scorpio transformation channel. Some of you have Pisces transcendent states. So you're kind of always subtly in that state. Others of you have more like Virgo mastered states where it's like you got to have a certain level of focus. Some of you have more childlike Gemini states. That's just like, so like some of you kind of put all of them together. Some of you have multiple states. Some of you have tiered layer states. So everyone's different, but this is having you feel incredible alignment. The thing that's very important though, the reason why we're not doing a ritual is you're doing it right now. So like everything that you're feeling unconsciously right now, Mercury is manifesting. It's manifesting right now. And so what state are you in? Do you need like affirmations? If you want to say affirmations, I'm almighty, I'm limitless, I'm almighty, I'm limitless, but you don't even need that. You did that already. What are you feeling? This is anchoring a feeling to each power so that it's going to strengthen in Leo, and then it's going to master. Your body will be a remote control for your reality. So yeah, we're going to aid this with this, okay? But I want to let you know, first of all, let's all make a wish, because once you leave this broadcast, like you can leave right now, but once I end the broadcast, the energy and all the intention that you've been focusing on me will disperse. And once it disperses, it's going to react in a way that will hyper accelerate the manifestation of everything you're feeling. Because now we have 400 plus people. So everything that you're thinking is compounded exponentially. I just want to make sure you don't leave here depressed. Like if there's somebody that you like, you better believe that they're obsessed with you, or you better believe they're in love. Maybe you want some healthy love. You better believe that they like you. Does that make sense? What state are you in right now? Let me make sure you're in the right state, because Mercury is retrograde. Mercury does not give a fuck what you think. Mercury is looking at your body language. If you think that you're hot shit, but your body language does not feel that, Mercury's listening to your body. So, like, what state are you in? Are you caught up in 3D circumstances? Is there an opportunity that you want that you're acting like, nah, this isn't right for me? You better feel like it's perfect for you. You better feel like you're perfect for it. I want to make sure you leave this live like you are the one, okay? Because that's the state you need to leave in. Because if you leave, there's certain things unconscious to you that if you're not conscious of will manifest so fast, because that's what you're saying with the vibe. So right now, I want you to focus on something you really desire, something that gives you very great exhilaration. I want you to feel it right now as if it's here. And you don't have to get so caught up in the feeling with the whole feeling is secret. You don't have to actually feel it as much as just accept, like the way you think, the way you feel. How would you think and feel if it was here right now? Like if you wanted the Demon Slayer tarot card deck and you had it, would you desire it? Would you want it? Would you be like, oh, I want this deck? I want this person. I want to be with this person. I want that car. Would you feel like that? It's like right next to you. You wouldn't feel like that. You'd be like, nice. I got it. It would almost feel like nothing. That's how you have to feel right now. For what we are now vibrationally aligning with what it is we're desiring. Okay. It's very important for you to accept that you have this already within the world. It's already here. I used to think that was stupid. I used to think that was just being delusional, but it wasn't until like I really embraced it. It's not even about seeing things happen in the 3D, because the 3D is the last part of the equation. So you have to be willing to feel amazing about it, even if you don't see it, because dang, you're telling yourself you don't need that to feel happy because it's already here. You are going to see in front of your eyes the time lag completely shift, because we are now at full alignment. This 180 degrees is full alignment. And the moon going into the 17 degrees is making sure that you are matching your emotions. The moon in Cancer and its dignity, the moon, which is invisible, right? The secret sauce, the juice, bro, you got it right now. What does it feel to drive it? It's just, you want to see this as a superpower, because that's what it is. Now, every single one of you, what makes this superpower harvest is every single one of you vibrates at a unique soul wavelength and frequency. So the actualization of your unique soul wavelength expresses itself in a unique state and superpower. That means you don't have the same superpower as everyone else. In fact, there's no one else that's you. That's your superpower. So this is it. This feels so good. You were lied to as a kid to reverse the process, right? So now you're actually taking back your power. And given that this universe is not local, you're projecting with your frequency the reality that will match those feelings. Because with the sextile, there's not a time lag anymore. And Saturn is 23 degrees. Your heart is reaching towards extraordinary liberation in Aquarius. So The synchronicities that are adding to the synchronization is as such. Over the next 48 hours, you are going to be using new superpowers for the first time ever. That means up until this point, the synchronicities you were seeing were preparing you for the state of consciousness you need to be in to use these superpowers. So everything up until this point was you just building the mind state to live in that state. Now you're getting ready to use those powers because that state is your new base form now. All you have to do is just slip into it, and these powers are going to express themselves through you. The Mercury retrograde transit is a reevaluation in how you utilize the power of your brain function to do supernatural shit. So it's literally your brain saying, "We don't do it this 3D way anymore." It's literally your higher self reading your brain's manual to be like, "Oh shit, there's no more time lag. Hold on, yo, did you read the new update?" Like, remember, this is collective, so all of our brains have a firmware update. Did you read the new update, bro? There's no time lag. That's what I was saying. That's crazy. It's one of the most. Look, if you think I'm lying, where is Mercury trining? Mercury is literally trining Uranus. Motherfucker, there's no more time lag. There's no more time lag. This shit took like 12 years. The reason why it's new is because of the Jupiter Aries. Jupiter Aries and the timing that Venus is making, especially to Mars. This is everything you orchestrated. So your higher self is like, okay, no time lag. Okay, just align with integrity. The reason why you have to align with integrity is because the integrity of any structure keeps the structure going. If something doesn't have good integrity, it's just going to break. Okay, so the reason why you have to align your superpowers to your self concept is if you start doing stuff that's not really you, you're not going to be able to use that power well. Versus if you're aligning to stuff that's authentically you, it's going to flow from you. You're not going to be trying to be someone that you're not. And this is going to make a lot more sense as you're using this. But I just want to be very careful here. This is it. The words you're speaking, you're not just speaking them, you're making commands to the universe. The emotions you're feeling, you're not just feeling them, you're literally tuning your frequency with Neptune. The actions you're taking, you're not really just taking, you're warping reality. So like, it's special harvest is having you literally take what you've sowed the seeds for and planted for the past 2 weeks, and you're going to just see them harvest. So this is not the activation and integration phase. This is harvest and release. Relax. Just sit in this. There's nothing you have to do but tap into the universe within. So what we're going to do is we're going to tap in. All right. We can do this right now. We're going to do this is going to be that ceremony. I want you to tap into your inner world, and you're going to find the energy signature that is you. Right now in this inner world, I want you to feel and envision or just decide that you are with the 459 other people watching. You can do this by envisioning or feeling yourself partying with everybody. Everyone having and sharing this vision is the unifying factor that hyper accelerates the parabolic exponential function. And yeah, if you want to do it with the water cups, you can do a water cup ritual. That is a very, very amazing idea. Okay. This is pretty much like the avatar state. This is an activation of the avatar state. So you connecting with everyone because you and 474 other people are watching you dance in a local space. That local space is going to look different for everyone, but it's the closest thing on top of you physically focusing with me that ties our energy together. Okay, so that's like holding hands like in the Gardens of the Galaxy. Okay, so that's the first part, right? Shout out to you, Farrell. For anyone who's just joined, we're doing a really powerful ritual right now. So right now, I just want you to set the intention that all of us are parting. What this is going to do is all our higher selves are conspiring to manifest this. Right now, our subconsciouses truly believe that we're all partying together. So we are going to hyper manifest the actions that we take moving forward are going to domino effect to bring all of us into this real party. And I want you to see how we're all just talking to each other, sharing our accomplishments. What accomplishments are you sharing with other people? Feel yourself as that person. Not, I'm going to do this. You already did it. The reason why you have that desire is your future self sending ripples to the past to anchor you there. Like you think you're going to the future, your future is pulling you in from the past. You're not headed to the future. There's a multiple different futures that the strongest ripple wave pulls you in because your future self is the shit. I don't think you know. It's when you deviate from who you're meant to be that you come into suffering and lack. Welcome to the $1 million vibe tribe, Gemini Capricorn. Okay. So basically, feel it. You can feel it right now and take your time with it. This is activating this ritual, and this is what's going to give you the exponential effect. Boom. So, how do we tap into that? You just feel it. You just feel it. It doesn't, there's no specific way it has to feel. Some of you will catch deep feelings, others of you will just be a thought, but you can't not feel it because if you can think about it as a concept, you can feel it. You decide how you feel it, but just tap into it. That's it. We complicate these things, but all you have to do is just decide you're that right now. And then instead of trying to feel what it feels like, decide that and then see what feelings come through. For some of you, no feelings will come through because you're a cold motherfucker. You're the same person if you have $1 billion versus if you have no money versus if you have an exhilaration around you. You're the same motherfucker. Embrace that. Embrace that. If you don't feel anything, you don't feel anything. Just decide you have it. That's it. Energy comes first, not matter. Okay. So you feel it. We're all chilling. If you need to close your eyes, cool. If you open your eyes, cool. We're all chilling. Cool. Now that we've set this first tier and layer, now the next tier is I want you to intend that everyone else who is in this, well, we got 500 plus people. This is going to be exponential. Everybody else who you see in this party, I set the intention for all of your wishes to come true right now. For all of your wishes to maintain their integrity in the highest good in a way that unites all of us. Okay, so any unconscious intentions that hurt any of us, they're just kind of filtered away. And this is just bringing the creme de la creme with we're giving our higher selves permission to do this. Just vibrational mechanics. Cool. This is literally the next tier. The reason why this tier is very important is now once you make your wish, it's guaranteed to come true. You literally have 505 other people who want your wish to come true. That's the exponential effect. And so, oh, see, Colby just pulled the world card. So y'all are also doing your magic, and this is exponentially adding it too. So listen, here's the third tier. Now, I want you to say your wish by just feeling you have it. This is the thing. There's 500 plus people. So make sure you really want it. Like if you think you want someone, what is it that person would have made you feel? Is that what you want? Because maybe you don't want that person, because you will manifest that specific person. And then once you have the feeling, it's like, damn, did I really want them? So make sure you really want this. Focus more on the feeling you get than the thing you think you want. Okay. And go in. So just be in this party, feel everyone's wishes coming true, and now feel yourself presenting your wish come true in the party. Like, hey, this is what I wished for. Check it out. And they're showing you what they wished for. This is a ritual. I want you to just stay in that state. Stay in that state. because once we harvest that and release that, we're going to harvest our crops, then we're going to take a portion of our crops and we're going to release it to our higher selves, to God. And then we're going to leave this broadcast with that state. When you leave the broadcast with that state and you get out this portal, your 3D reality is going to rapidly conform. Now, mind you, you're in a 3D reality with multi-billions of processes happening. There's like 8 billion people and counting out here. We're just talking about humans. So don't get caught up on the time. Timing doesn't matter. If you lose the state, reality won't know what to form around. Once you get back in the state, you're creating the force field, reality will come around it. And all you have to do is just hold that feeling until Moon in Virgo. By Moon in Virgo, it'll be completely real. And you don't have to do anything but just feel good. So while we're in this portal, keep feeling it, keep feeling good. If you don't want anything, you don't have to have anything. Just feel satisfaction and watch everything kind of come around. And this will be amazing surprise. But because Mercury is here, Mercury is going to be feeding your brain insight on how to use these abilities at the highest level. It's just going to because it's trying Uranus, that's what's going to give it this innovative quality to where you don't need to really know, because you already know. Okay, it's innovated to where it's just as simple as feeling it. So here's the thing. On top of this, I'm going to just break down the next moon phase, and then I'm going to be pulling this pick a card reading. So you're going to pick from five cards, okay? And relative, we can even do a whole pick a card reading. Okay, I'm doing a whole pick a card. You're going to pick from 5 piles, and 5 piles will have 5 cards in them, okay? And the one that resonates with you the strongest is your message. The one that you pick first is your message, because some of you are going to want to do all of them, and I get it, but the one pile, there's going to be one pile that resonates with you more than the others. Stick with that message, okay? This is going to be the Mercury retrograde Cazimi opposition to the moon breakthrough that's facilitating this completion. This is going to be more insight into what and how you're moving forward with these superpowers, okay? So before I'm going to pull the piles right now, I want you to feel it. I want you to feel it. As the moon moves closer to Neptune, this is going to reach synchronization peak. I'm going to show you. The world is yours. You can do whatever you want. If you pick more than one pile, which pile did you pick first? That's your pile. And which pile do you resonate with the most? That's the one you want to go with. Okay. All right. What you're harvesting is the state that harnesses the superpower and the power. Some of you were born in the state. Others of you, if you actively try and just use the power, you'll faint. So you need to harness the state so you don't short circuit yourself. And it has nothing to do with being weak. Think of your body as a car. In order for a car to drive past 100 miles an hour, you have to shift gears. You can't really drive it, even if it's automatic. Oh, snap. I can only do 4. Even if it was automatic, that's just how it go. That's crazy. Okay. Okay, y'all. We have pile 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's get it. So I have 2 cards here. Yep, the emperor and the high priestess. Peep how the emperor came in front of the high priestess. So for my divine feminines, you're the high priestess. For my divine masculines, you're the emperor protecting the priestess, or the priestess behind the emperor's back. So this is a divine counterpart dynamic that you will be entering with somebody. This is going to be the sun in Capricorn, moon in Cancer within your own masculine and feminine, but you're going to be, whether through platonic or romantic, playing these dynamics where the divine masculine Rengoku is, of course, blazing the trail forward with their masculine power in order to create personal authority and dominion. Then you have the high priestess that's really guiding the emperor with, oh, go left, oh, go right, oh, trust this person, that person, this person's psychic as fuck. Okay. Whereas this person is not just playing protection, but they're also creating dominion. And this person is, of course, nurturing and also keeping the mysteries and the wisdom. So you're going to actually harness both of these. This is your masculine, this is your feminine. But one of you are going to lead more into this and attract this. If you lean more into this, you're going to attract this. This is a divine counterpartship. It doesn't have to be romantic, whether it's botanic or not. This is gonna be you and another person. You're either the emperor or and you're attracting a priestess, or you're the priestess attracting the emperor. Okay, beautiful. So the moon in Cancer, right, is very important because this is going to spiral into the end of this transit opposite Pluto. That's going to really kick off this final boss battle next to Lilith. And you're going to be spicy. You're already going to have the juice. So this is very important because that's 24 hours from now. If we just look today, okay, 6 hours from now, the moon will be 19 degrees. 12 hours from now, the moon will be 22 degrees. So 12 hours from now, we're going to have that peak trine to Neptune. That means from now, the full moon to this Kazemi point, you are actively tightening the utilization. Like your brain is actively coming into a peak state. Once we reach 12 hours from now, you have you're going from starting to feel this to fully feeling it. This is going to segue into the rest of the Cancer transit at peak synchronization, where you're actively using these superpowers more so than ever. You're no longer like trying to feel it in. Okay. And the reason why I have to say it like that is once the moon goes into Leo now, and it's starting to create feedback from the cosmic energy of Aquarius, this is going to trine the evolution spark in Aries, and this is going to add a lot of exhilaration to charging the energy of feeling these superpowers using. The whole point of this full moon is you're feeling what it's like to use the superpowers. It's no longer just something figurative that you see the time lag in. Now you have the alignment, and this is the revolution. This is so important. Now you have the alignment, and this is putting you in a position to now confront the final boss. Okay. The final boss series has the moon opposite Pluto, then moon opposite Saturn, then moon opposite Neptune, then moon opposite Jupiter, then moon opposite Uranus, and then moon opposite Mars, son. That's it. This is it. This is it. This is it. Let me tell you the first thing I wanted to channel. The dark forces know that this is their last spot. You see, we're going to enter a period of darkness. You see Saturn, 23 degrees. Once immediately in March, when Saturn enters Pisces, that's it. Once Saturn comes out of Pisces, Pluto's already in Aqua, and Uranus is going to be out of Taurus. So this is the dark forces' last time to get you. That's why they're begging you to take certain things, because that's the only way they can get you. Deception. Once, if they don't get enough people, the revolution is you awakening your superpowers. So, like, this is their last 2 years to convince you that, oh, those aren't superpowers. You're delusional. Magic doesn't work like that. they can't take your power away from you. You have to give it to them. Because once Uranus is in Gemini, the villains are up. Let me tell you who the villains are. You know how they're saying Trump is a villain? Jordan Peterson is a villain. Kanye's a villain. Those are the Gemini villains. Like Aquarius, Aries, and Gemini finna be up. That's like it's not the heroes. It's not the Leos, the Aries. It's about to be the Indies, son. That's a W for all of us. It's like we did it. Like, yeah, bitch, you niggas, you motherfuckers thought you was doing something. Oh, no, bitch. Like, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Elon Musk has Twitter. Like, it's a wrap. Like, so don't worry. Like, we still gonna get there. We still just have to make it through the rest of this tribulation period. Because you know who knows that? These elites know that. The elites don't like that it's up in the air. The elites want you to think that the New World Order is set in stone. That bitch is not set in stone. And no one knows that more than the elites. This is the last 2 years that they have to make their play. They can fail. They don't want you to know they can fail. They can fail. You know who's going to fuck up their shit? You waking up superpowers. That's why people are dying suddenly. They don't have, this is their end game. They don't have any other chance in human history to do this. So you're going to see them come for people more than ever these next 2 years. Virgo's not safe. They have to get rid of Virgo. Virgo's the realist. So like, this is why this is happening in tandem with you using your superpowers, because this is the only time they have. And I don't think you're going to let them get over you. So find an Aquarius, an Aries, or a Gemini you like, because they next up. It is what it is. Taurus, Cap, and Pisces are doing behind the scenes work. And that torch is about to pass. So it is what it is. They're going to try really hard with the psyops. Like you thought you saw psyops. The psyops you're going to see are professionally done. It's just you've awakened superpowers. So you're going to see through it more than ever. So like, it's like, and they know that. Okay. So you're unlocking the brain's ability to pattern your desires into existence. And the way you do it is unique towards anyone else. So first of all, I want you to get into the state where you have everything you want. Okay, cool. And don't let people be like, oh, see, it's not supposed to be that easy. There's nothing easy about this. You just deciding you have everything you want isn't bypassing. That takes integrity and responsibility. You are the one that has all you want. There's responsibility to have all that. You signed up for all that. It's not as simple as just having it and having fun. It's everything. You're tapping into the part of you that has everything. That means there's everything that comes with that. I'm just saying, because some people will try and flip the frame because they can't take your power away. The best thing that they can do is change the perception around your power so that, no, we don't talk about Pisces. There's a reason why it's behind the scenes. I could talk about Aries and Gemini all day, but you got to keep certain shit secretive, because the way we got to keep these people secretive is the way that if the defense attorney says too much about the case, the prosecutor going to try and do a play. All right. What we speak and think we are, that's how manifesting works. So what are you speaking on? You are right now. Are you the person who is desirable and people chase you? You know, like you have options. Then why are you chasing other people? You see how that doesn't make sense? You have everything you want. The most beautiful people are chasing you right now. So why are you chasing other people? Why are you giving that loser the time of day that's ghosting you? That motherfucker ghosted you. Why are you even thinking about that person? You got options. Do you see how this is like confusing? Like the universe is like, which is it? Which is it? What's up? Okay. Remember, this is not just in your head. It's a fact. Like you really do got it like that. So Why are you giving people the benefit of the doubt? Do you know? Did you forget? Did you forget? It is not about you being more special than other people. You're you. No one else is you. You don't have to be special. You're you. And there is a value in that. Corporations spend millions of dollars just to trick you into buying their shit. You're valuable. If you needed a wake-up call, if you were not valuable, they would not be spending bread right now just to make you their consumer. I just say that. So why are you playing yourself? Are you ready? All right, pile number one. Pile number one, we have the moon card. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the World card. And we have the Sun card. Damn, pile one, you're a superstar. You know, we didn't get the star card. So you're not the superstar pile, but you're powerful as fuck. You got the sun and moon. So you have yin and yang. You got the world and the Wheel of Fortune. So the biggest planet, you got the biggest two planets, the sun and the moon. You're on some God shit. Yep. I saw God. You're on some God shit. So this is the God pile. This is the God pile. You're activating, awakening God level power. Everyone is, but this is the God pile. And I want to be very careful what I'm saying because we started with the moon and ended with the sun. Normally, I'll just do one at a time, which I'm going to do for the rest of the piles. But the reason why all this came out at once is you are activating the realization of your God self. The full yin yang. Wheel of Fortune means that this is completely leveling you up because with the World card, you're called to be everywhere at once. The World card is the pinnacle and the heightened quality of how realistically you have mastered every possibility. This is actually a deeper message here too. Because that sun and the moon is like the alchemy. Where like sun and the moon alchemically equals God. But like there's something with the Wheel of Fortune in the world that is leveling up into success. It's not even overnight success from the moon to the sun. This is the overnight success pile too. So feel it. You're literally overnight, which for some of you, this overnight success is like 10 years in the making, 12 years in the making, but like you're overnight reaching your peak self. So you need to feel your peak self and it's ever evolving. Okay. So this is powerful, y'all. This is easily the most powerful power because you not only got the sun, you also got the world and then you got the moon and Wheel of Fortune. So like, that's crazy. That's fucking crazy. Holy shit. The Emperor and the High Priestess, by the way, is you're establishing your intuition more as a superpower. So it's no longer like, oh, my intuition is on, but it's off. It don't miss anymore. Imagine if your intuition hit every time and you can do so much more. So some of you, you're going to carry more of this like physical property where like you just have more power and energy and you're attracting a priestess who's psychic, or some of you are more psychic and you're attracting this emperor who you move for. It's a really amazing dynamic. It's really amazing dynamic. So pile one, you're actualizing your God self through overnight success. And the state you tap into though is your greatest self. You could just completely step into that. Okay, cool. Pile two. This is dope because every pot, like I pulled all the cards. So every, you know what I'm saying? Like we got every card. So it is. Pile two. Seriously, the reason why you're blocked is because you're making it more complicated than it is. It's automatic like breathing. And for some of you, it's a shock because it's not supposed to. If you feel it's not supposed to be that simple, you're both right and wrong. It's just the integration process happened unconscious to you. So you didn't notice how it's just so much more seamless. And you might have, I wish I could explain that better. Anyway, we do have the temperance card. So you are balancing your conscious and subconscious. Temperance card is saying you are balancing your lifestyle and other people's lifestyle. You're operating good management. You're bringing something from nothing. And this is very important because you're able to pretty much balance any polarities. So your superpower is you can balance anything. You literally can smoke a cigarette, drink some Henny, and play classical music and read a book, and you'll be okay. You're not going to get too drunk. Like, people are looking at you like, how did you do that though? Like, there's no, like, I would never have thought to combine those things. Like, but you did that, and it is what it is. Your superpower is also alchemy. Thank you, Nirvana. So we have temperance with strength. Ooh, sexual alchemy. Strength card is talking about now focusing your passions and lust towards alchemizing your sexual energy. We also do have the Hermit. Ooh, this is a really interesting pile. And we have this with the Empress. Ooh. It's not really it's heavy on the feminine energy, but not really. This is unique. Pile 2 is like my MacGyvers. You can literally make anything pop with, especially like the Hermit and the Empress. Like, if you didn't have that much resources, you can make anything valuable. All the piles will be awesome. I want to take my time with this pile because this pile is unique as fuck. Okay, there's two different essences. These kind of have the same color too. I want to focus a lot on the Hermit because with the Hermit and the Temperance, pile 2, there's a lifestyle you live that no one else can live. You live a unique lifestyle that can adapt with anything, if that makes a lot of sense. Especially with the Hermit and the Temperance card, there's certain abilities and skills that only you have. And like, you've reached specialization towards a certain passion too. And the reason why it's important is with Strength and Empress, this teaches you not to delve in excesses. Because with the Empress, this is like drinking too much. This is like having too much sex. But the Temperance card means with the Hermit, you've mastered the alchemic principle with which you can have this like literally forever. I hope this makes sense for you guys because this is even deeper. Everything that I'm saying is merely just on the surface. The Hermit has so much depth and secrecy to this. Pile 2, you're also not for everybody. You're like root beer. Like, certain people you're gonna be foreign to, or they're gonna be obsessed with you, like addicted, because like you do it for them. So I just kind of have to, but the Empress here is also mad beauty. So there's a unique fashion sense you have. But with the Strength card, Strength card means that you can be in bed all night. Like, you have so many unique dimensions to you. You don't get tired. So you can literally do what you want to do forever. You can be in bed forever. Like, really? Like, you need a break. You don't need a break in bed. Like, this is very important, but you're also very beautiful. Like, the Empress adds beauty, but then Hermit means you a whole freak. But you also balance. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's so different. It's like Siren Fairy energy. It's really interesting because like the Empress card, right? Someone will think, okay, she's just a pretty girl, but it's like, bam, no, actually, she has a specialization. Okay, but bam, she has fun too. It's like you got all the bases. It's so interesting. It's like you're telling everyone their powers and some don't even know. Yeah, pile 2, you definitely have unique abilities that are not necessarily traditional. So maybe you get it, but maybe, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not pile 2, you have certain abilities that people wouldn't think are superpowers, but the way you use them, they're a fucking superpower. And it's the simplest stuff too. Like for the Empress, you probably divined your makeup kit. So like if you can like wear your lipstick in a certain way, and you'll know if it'll rain or some shit. It's so interesting. Like you somehow integrated your 3D life with the spiritual world, if that makes sense. And now there's a passionate, unique way. It's like it's like someone can drop a ball and no one else will know what that means, but you have a personal system that means something to you. It's so dope. There's so much more I want to say with this, but like that's really dope. That's really dope. I just like the multidimensionality too. Like you're really fun with the strength card, but you're really introspective and you have a skill only you have with the hermit. But then you're very balanced with temperance. But then you also have what was that? You also have the empress. So like you know how to dress too. Like you're very beautiful. All right, pile 3. Pile 3 now, because you tell our business. All right, Crystal. So pile 1 was the God pile. Pile 2, well, no, pile 1 was the overnight success pile. Pile 2 is the alchemy pile. So pile 3, we do have death. Pile 3, y'all my transformers. You're transforming. Okay. You probably have the ability to induce death too. So you might be a reaper. You probably fuck with the dead, mediumship. But for pile 3, you're probably a transformer. So you probably have a state where you can transform your body or you can transform your personality because you're anchoring a much darker energy. We also have the devil. Yeah, much darker energy. Some of you deal with evil people because you're a reaper. So some of you do dark work. Maybe you deal with gangsters. Maybe you deal with the underworld because your power, you have dark power. So like God sends you to deal with. Does that make sense? Like if I had to deal with rapists, if I had to deal with evil wizards, I'm not going to send a light worker who's supposed to send inspiration. I'm going to send you, pile 3, because you got the power of death. So you can talk to these motherfuckers. You can be like, hey, what's up with it? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you trying to go there? Like, I need to walk through, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can walk through the underworld. The devil card in this case means it's like, this is your personal demon that can talk to the other devils and demons. Like, this will be the person who'll be like, no, that dude's with me. Don't touch that dude. But you're with the smoke too. But you're with the smoke too. Yo, pile 3 are the John Wicks. Pile 3 are the John Wicks. Yes, they know the cleaners. Hold on. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Son, yo. They got yo drug. Pile 3 my drug dealers, too. Pile 3 my plugs. Like, what you need? I'm your pusher. Got some smoke. Got some weed. Got some coke. Got some weed. I'm your pusher, man. Okay. Okay, you got the blicky on you, but you plugged in, but you got it. You know your way. You can use a pencil. You can John Wick your way. Hold on, what's this? Oh, the fool. Ooh, pile 3, let's go. Let's go. Let me find out you the plugs. So pile 3 are my plugs. My John Wicks and my plugs. So, okay. Pile 1 has to keep a good image because pile 1 has like the sun and the world. So these are like my politicians, you know what I'm saying? Like the godly people. We didn't get the Hierophant pile and the star pile. So we about to get the superstar pile. Those guys have to keep a good image. Y'all, God is using y'all to deal with the underworld. You feel me? Like, and not necessarily the underworld, because with the Fool and the Magician, you might have a cover. You might be like a circus freak. You might have like a circus where you do magic tricks, but then when behind closed doors, it's not really magic. It's actually a front for operation. That's crazy. Okay, let's go. Pile 3 is the gangsters. Pile 3 is the gangsters. Hold on. This is crazy. Pile 2 is more the unconventional and orthodox lifestyle. Like they can kind of deal with any other pile. This is wild, God. This is wild. B. Pile 3, for some of you, this could be the first time, okay? Because the Fool card is saying some of you, your whole life, you might have been a light worker. Because if you're some of you probably do like Santeria, some of you probably do Palo Mayombe, you work with the dead. The reason why I'm saying that is for those of you who walk this dark path, you have to actually do light work. That's the magician and the fool. In order to step in the dark, if you don't know light work, the dark will ruin you. So some of you might have just done light work your whole life, and now you're about to move into the dark, and this is where the devil is going to come through. Now, the devil card is talking about your shadow. Your shadow, if you pick pile 3, your shadow is powerful as fuck. Your shadow is dark. I'm not even going to front, but it helps you navigate through the dark. Okay. And the reason why it's important is you can transmute the dark. Okay. Some of you, like the light worker is not going to talk to a gangster. A gangster is not going to take a light worker serious. They're going to take you serious because you're about it like that. And it's not about knowing how to speak the lingo. Like this is kind of like some of you work with or have a personal devil or deal with devil energy. Now, devil in this sense is not in the sense where devil in this sense is like being able to navigate dark spaces that light beings can't navigate. And so it's like a certain form of protection. The thing with the devil is if you don't have integrity, the devil will swallow you up. This is kind of like if you don't counter, thank you, street smarts. It's like street smarts, right? Where you're going to be good in certain places. One, because you keep that thing on you. Because you keep that thing on you and you're nice with it. Magician is like John Wick. He just has a pencil, but he just leveled down like 30 people. So you're highly skilled. If you pick pile 3, you have a unique ability and skill that you've mastered. This is similar to pile 2. Pile 2 got the hermit. So the hermit is like they specialized in a certain field of medicine that no one else can specialize in. This means you skilled. Magician means you got every element. Magician in this case, though, with the devil card, means you're the plug. You're the plug. You got what people need. You got what people need. But I have to be clear here. The death card and the fool card mean that this is new to you. This is a transformation. So for some of you, you're going to transform into this state. Maybe you have this and it's tied to this. Like if you watch anime, it's kind of like Black Clover. It's kind of like that darker side. The reason why this is important though with the fool is you may have not embraced this dark side because you were around light workers. You're around people who meant well, but they saw this dark part as something demonic when it was always a part of you. You are a master of the darkness. And the thing with death is with the magician, you're curating a special sense of black magic with the power of death that's going to, for some of you, be a literal transformation. Some of you transform into not just like you're not going to transform into the devil. The devil is just the Capricorn power here that really speaks to the level of depth here. Okay, so I don't want to spend too much time on this pile, but the Fool card is very important because this is embarking your adventure to reclaim elements of the underworld. Okay, some of you belong in the darkness, operating by the darkness, and like you are a very rare part of society. And it's something to keep in mind. The Fool card for some of you is going to be a mask, or it's also the hollow mask, man. But the magician is your skill set and magical ability that you're going to manifest as a result of this. So, woo! I'm a Cat Moon too. Yeah, that's interesting. So, other than that, let's do pile 4. Yo, shout out to the Scorpio. That's what's up. Shout out to the pile 3s. All right. In different ways. All right. So we do have for pile 4 the Hangman. Pile 4. This is actually really interesting because this is while pile 3 is transformation, pile 4 is starting off with heavy surrender. Pile 4 is very important because some of you, there's nothing you have to do. You kind of already did the work. And we have pile 4 with the star. Judgment. Oh, it's the judgment pile. So this is the awakening pile. Pile 4, you're awakening and you have the ability to awaken. Okay. And we have this with the star. I knew it. I knew it. I knew this was a star pile. And the Hierophant. So you're the star teacher. You're the star teacher. This is very important though, because if it was just these two, you're meant to be famous for what you know. Your word is law. Like you're going, like when, like, let's say you're a professional cupcake maker. When you make your podcast or your mailing list about cupcakes, people want to know your expertise. If you say that it's not good to use this kind of milk, no one's going to use that kind of milk. Even if other people say, no, you can use the milk, like you're the star teacher. This is very important. Hierophant is very underrated. Hierophant means you're the Pope, B, but the star adds this very amazing, famous element. 3 and 4 hidden heart. The reason why this is important is your story to get there is very important. Whereas other people are kind of picking up and becoming teachers, you were meant to. This is a part of your path. Hangman judgment means that some of your lives are going to be completely hijacked. You're going to be going this way, and now you're famous. Like Spirit is going to be like, nope, this is what you're meant for. So this is very important because for pile 1 with the world and pile 4, these people, you need to, there's a certain image that you have to upkeep. And the judgment card means that you are completely awakening. You're coming out of that chrysalis stage. It's not really just like a transformation, okay? It's really more so you stepping into being this figure that people can hope in. And so that's why Hangman means that there's a situation that you couldn't come out of, but your higher self awakened you out of it. It's the story that you have to inspire people to believe in themselves. There's something very deep here because with this too, you can awaken anyone at will, just being this inspiration. There's something very supernatural about this. There's something very supernatural about this because it's not as simple as just like, it's not really as simple as just like awakening. The judgment is very powerful. You're also meant to create organizations that are going to shape the new world. So there's like, it's not a block, but I'm not allowed to tell you what this hangman is. Whoever picked pile 4, this hangman is a secret for you. Like you get it, but I'm not allowed to say it. I can talk about these two, but there's the awakening process that's very unique to you because it's very key to what you're going to be teaching. There's certain secrets in your DNA that you're also going to be revealing too. That's gangster, man. I'm not even gonna lie. But this is the superstar pile. Some of you could even get into politics. If you picked pile 4, so if you pick pile 1, you are a world leader. This is more so personal power and sun inspiration, right? If you pick pile 2, you have a unique lifestyle. Like people will kind of come to you for your specialization that only you can do. If you pick pile 3, you deal in the underworld. You know what I'm saying? Like you do the missions that God can't give anyone else. If you're pile 4, you're a star teacher. You're meant to actually teach what it is you know, whether through politics, whether through pile 2 is going to be more passion based. Pile 1 is going to be straight like avatars. Pile 1's your avatars. I'm not even going to lie. Like if you pick pile 1, there's like a god or goddess you represent, and you're just going to overnight success. If you pick pile 4, you have a more organic approach. It's like you're going to create organizations that are going to, You could even be a record label owner that's going to break stars. Okay. So pile 5, the final pile. Okay. We do have the Tower card. You're bringing judgment and enlightenment, not like the Judgment card, but the Tower card is your superpower. So Tower card means that you can instantly just shake it up. Okay. This is Mars. And Tower card is talking about not so much a sense of chaos. The Tower card is very important if you just need quick enlightenment and you need to kind of see what's aligned with truth by shaking stuff up. But the Tower card is a lot different than what you think here, okay? Because we also have this with justice. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you're coming in the name of justice for this. Tower card is you can bring destruction and judge it if someone's on the wrong side of justice. Justice card means that pile 5 are my heroes. We also have this with the Lovers card, and we have this with Chariot. Oh, so this is a bit of a whirlwind romance too. This is the only pile that we have 2 people together too. These are twins, and this is being with the soulmate. So yeah, pile 5. This is success and victory with platonic and romantic relationships. The Lovers card, in a sense, is speaking on uniting your mind and your heart. So this really is uniting the purpose of being able to just spam victory. With the balance of the Justice card, if you picked pile 5, you have the ability to win at will. There's just so many, it's like a Nen ability, but that has prerequisites. You have to be balanced, your mind and heart have to be aligned, and you have to be authentic about what you're doing. Boom, you'll win instantly. If you can't satisfy this, the Tower moment will get ugly. So it's something that's a superpower for sure. Lovers card, this doesn't have to be romantic, but if you wanted to spam victory and romance, you get what you want. Like, it's very important. Like, the Lovers card, Chariot, is people swooning for you. And the Tower card is when you strike, it's unexpected, but it's balanced. So it doesn't go all over the place. It goes exactly how you want. Pile 5 are my players. Pile 5 are some players, because you can literally whirlwind romance that shit. And for pile 5, some people are angry as hell. They caught feelings over you. They know how you do. They know how you do. They know how you do. Here today, gone tomorrow. Use just how you want. Pile 5, you got some people mad that they caught feelings over you. I'm gonna just be honest. They don't like that they don't like that you can play their heart like an instrument at will. Like, yeah, I'm in your town tonight. Damn it, I wanted to curve number 5. I can't curve number 5. I can't curve number 5. Damn it. Gosh. 5, why are you out here breaking hearts? Paul 5, why are you out here breaking hearts? What's wrong with you? With great power comes great responsibility. What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? It's crazy though, because pile 5, I feel like, is the hero pile too. I knew I was going to get this. I knew I was going to get this. Yes. We're going to end this with this, okay? Pile 5 is the hero pile though. Whereas pile 3 is more the anti-hero. For pile 5, when the shit gets busy, Tower, Justice, Chariot, are you kidding me? Like, that's literally coming to the rescue. Like that. Lover's card is the compassion that's leading you forward. So this is not a romance pile. It's just if you want a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a husband or a wife, you're marrying them instantly. For pile 5, you might get with your partner instantly. Just like that. Just like a whirlwind romance, and you're gonna pretend like you don't know what you're doing. I'm telling you, this could be this could be the heartbreaker pile real quick. That's what I'm saying. Like, it is what it is. Yo, congratulations. That was awesome, guys. I very much so enjoyed that. So the last pile I knew I would get is the magician. This is the magic of your intention. I want you to imagine before we leave this ceremony, it's officially an hour and 30 minutes. If your intention was a magic wand and this magic wand magically manifested your intentions, what would you intend right now? What would you be intending right now? If every single one of your thoughts was a part of this magic wand, right? What is your intent? You're going to be guided towards the development of this intent with the Mercury retrograde. Your magic wand is upgraded. Your inability to align. I picked pile 3. I picked 1 and 3 before any of them, but I didn't want to be biased in the interpretation, so I did it kind of after, or before. But like personally, which makes no sense. But basically, with the freaking magic wand, you're going to be guided to everything you can accomplish with this, right? But really have faith in this, because the uniqueness of how you work with your own intention is going to carve through your unique ability and the state you step into. Okay. So with that being said, I want you to make a final intention that you're going to move out of, that you're going to move out of the chat with, step into your role in power. I actually knew the first card for 3 would be death. I was actually looking forward to that. I was like, I think this is the death pile. So that being said, trust your intuition. You are the god of your reality. You are as gods. Your alignment with the one true God is what takes away the time lag. If you have a time lag, you as a god are not aligning with God. The more you align with God, the less there's the time lag. And so have fun with this intention. I want you to understand that your intention is your magic wand. And so anything that you intend, you can have. Just keep intending it. Keep intending it and create it. Enjoy the synchronicities. And until next time. Oh, shit. I got to do the Venus transit talk. So I'll see you right now.